Stars, studs, and duds from the Packers' Week 2 win over the Colts. The Green Bay Packers managed to even their record at 1-1 after securing a hard-fought 16-10 victory over the Indianapolis Colts in Week 2. It's never easy winning with an inexperienced backup quarterback, but the Packers got the job done by playing complementary football, showcasing a dynamic rushing attack and a stout defensive performance. With starting quarterback Jordan Love sidelined, Malik Willis stepped in under center just 19 days after joining the Packers. Despite the limited preparation, Willis executed a solid game plan, allowing Green Bay to rally around him and avoid a 0-2 start to the season. The Packers' ability to adapt and support Willis was crucial in pulling off the win. Here's a look at the Stars, studsen, and dudsen from the Packers' Week 2 performance. Stars. RB Josh Jacobs. While Jacobs had a costly fumble near the goal line that prevented Green Bay from taking a commanding 17-0 lead, his overall performance was nothing short of impressive. In the sweltering heat and with a backup quarterback, Jacobs shouldered the load with 31 carries. He consistently broke tackles, created yards after contact, and powered through loaded defensive fronts. He had 4 runs of 10-plus yards and 8 first-down conversions. Despite the fumble and 2 missed opportunities to celebrate with a Lambeau leap, Jacobs displayed his explosive burst and reminded everyone why he's an integral part of the Packers' offense. RB Eric Wilson. Although Wilson played just 8 defensive snaps, he made every moment count. He forced a fumble, made a critical run stop on a 3rd-and-1 play, and intercepted Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson. Wilson also led the special teams with 17 snaps, making him a key contributor in limited action. Mitchell Studs. Tucker Kraft. Kraft didn't light up the stat sheet, but his impact was felt in the run game. Known for his love of physicality, Kraft consistently sought out second-level defenders as a lead blocker, helping to spring several key runs. His ability to execute as a move blocker in Matt LaFleur's complex run schemes makes him a perfect fit for the Packers' offense. Or Romeo Doubs. Doubs led all Packers wide receivers in routes run, catches, and receiving yards. He was particularly effective on 3rd down, where his crisp route running created easy completions for Willis. Doubs' highlight moment came on a 39-yard contested catch on 3rd and 5, setting up a scoring drive. He also contributed as a blocker, helping spring Dontavion Wicks for a touchdown. QB Malik Willis. Stepping in as a backup quarterback is never easy, especially with less than 3 weeks of preparation. But Willis managed the game efficiently, completing 12 of 14 passes and avoiding any turnovers. He converted 6 third downs, either through his arm or on scrambles, and received a game ball from LaFleur in the post-game locker room. His poise under pressure and ability to run the offense smoothly made a significant impact. Dontavion Wicks. Wicks made the most of his limited opportunities, catching a 14-yard touchdown pass and converting another 3rd down with a spectacular reach on a pass from Willis. Though he ran just 9 routes, Wicks was consistently open, making him a reliable target in key moments. DL Devonte Wyatt. Wyatt was a disruptive force along the defensive line, recording 4 pressures and sacking Anthony Richardson. His interior pressure was key in making Richardson uncomfortable in the pocket, and he also stuffed Colts running back. Jonathan Taylor for a loss, showcasing his all-around game. P. Daniel Whelan. Whelan had a masterful day punting, pinning the Colts inside their 20-yard line on all 3 of his punts. His first punt backed Indianapolis up to their 8-yard line, while his second flipped the field with a 59-yarder. His final punt pinned the Colts at the 5-yard line, giving them almost no chance of a late comeback. Whelan has been exceptional early in the season, placing 4 of his first 5 punts inside the 20. LG Elton Jenkins. Jenkins appears to be back to his pre-ACL injury form, delivering another standout performance. He didn't allow a single pressure in pass protection and was instrumental in the run game, helping pave the way for the Packers' dominant ground attack. Duds. LB Key Walker. Walker had a mixed outing. While he pressured Richardson on a blitz that helped set up an interception, his overall performance was inconsistent. He missed a couple of tackles, misplayed gaps in run defense, and dropped a potential game-sealing interception. Now in his 3rd year, Walker's athleticism remains undeniable, but he needs to improve his consistency from snap to snap. De Kingsley Enagbare. Enigbare had a quiet game, logging 31 snaps without much impact. He failed to generate any pressures and managed just one tackle. There's speculation that his lingering knee injury from January could be hampering his early season performance. So far, Enigbare has played 38 pass rushing snaps this season without recording a single pressure, a concerning stat for a player expected to contribute more. For more in-depth Packers coverage, check out the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel and Packers Wire. Giants sign former Packers kicker amid Week 2. Kicking drama. The New York Giants found themselves in a precarious situation in Week 2, heading into their game without a fully healthy place kicker, a costly oversight that would come back to haunt them. In the aftermath, the Giants moved swiftly to resolve their kicking crisis. Just last week, the Detroit Lions held tryouts for two former Green Bay Packers kickers, Greg Joseph and Rickert Anders Carlson. The Lions opted to sign Joseph to their practice squad, but his tenure in Detroit was short-lived. According to Joseph's agent Brett Tessler, the Giants swooped in and signed Joseph to their 53-man roster on Tuesday, poaching him from the Lions' practice squad. This move comes after an unfortunate sequence of events involving Giants kicker, Graham Gano. Gano had been reliable, making both of his field goal attempts this season. However, just before their Week 2 matchup against the Washington Commanders, Gano appeared on the injury report with a groin issue. The real trouble began during the opening kickoff, when Gano aggravated his hamstring, sidelining him for the rest of the game. Without a backup kicker called up from the practice squad, the Giants were forced to play the remainder of the game without a designated place kicker. Despite scoring 3 touchdowns, New York's special teams struggles proved costly. Punter. Jamie Gillenshoe was tasked with kicking a pat, but missed his only attempt. To make matters worse, the Giants failed to convert 2 two-point attempts after Gillen's miss. These missed opportunities ultimately contributed to their 21-18 loss to the Commanders, a game that could have been tied at the end of regulation if they had successfully converted their extra points. Joseph, a seasoned kicker, spent the past 2 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings before signing with the Packers earlier this year. He had a competitive summer battling Packers incumbent kicker, Anders Carlson, and other contenders, but was released by Green Bay during roster cutdowns. At the time, the Packers chose to pick up Braden Narvisons off waivers from the Tennessee Titans, leaving Joseph available. Now Joseph finds himself with a chance at redemption in New York, where the Giants are hoping he can bring stability to their kicking game as they recover from their early season struggles. With Gano's status uncertain due to his hamstring injury, Joseph's signing could prove crucial as the Giants try to bounce back and get their season on track.